Well, there was a shooting in a mall in Ocala, Florida yesterday. Let's take a look at it. Hello everyone, I'm Greg Freeland. There was a shooting in Florida yesterday, like it's in Ocala, Florida at Paddock Mall about 4 p.m. yesterday. It seems to be a targeted shooting. I think a 40-year-old man is dead and another woman was shot in the leg. The suspect is still on the run. But let's take a quick look here at what the deputies have to say about what's going on down there.
I'll pause for a moment. We're about to hear from the chief here.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Chief Mike Balkan at the Ocala Police Department. This afternoon at about 3:40 p.m., the Ocala Police Department received a call in reference to multiple shots fired here at the Paddock Mall on State Road 200. We responded to that call that came in as an active shooter. We responded with a heavy police presence. Officers immediately made entry into the mall. Ultimately discovered that this was not what we would consider an active shooter. There was a shooting that took place inside the mall that we believe was possibly a targeted act of violence. At this point in time, we have confirmed one adult male has passed away from gunshot wounds inside the mall in a common area. We have a secondary victim with a gunshot to her leg. She is being treated at a local hospital and is expected to survive those injuries. We know for a fact that our shooter was a black male dressed in a black hoodie, black pants. He had a black mask partially covering his face. He fled the mall being undetected. Right now we're searching for him. We're in the process of doing secondary sweeps of the mall to make sure everybody that might have done some sheltering in place or evacuated safely. And this investigation continues right now. We're being
I believe that the victim that has passed away was the target of the shooting.
That is what we believe at this time. And I can also say that we have recovered the firearm that we believe used that was left behind here at the scene.
Chief, I know sometimes, this can be a really chaotic situation. While there might have been one injury from a gunshot wound, was anybody injured as far as trampling, things like that?
Yeah, so the question was, were there any other injuries? There were. We have, again, one deceased from a gunshot wound, one woman that suffered a gunshot wound to her leg. We have some ancillary injuries. We had some chest pains. We have a broken arm being treated at the hospital as well.
Were any members of the community able to assist before your crews and the fire crews got on scene to keep lives safe?
We did. Obviously, it's a shopping season, right? There were a lot of people inside the mall at the time that this happened. A lot of them tried to render aid where they could and helped out, giving descriptions and things like that to our officers as well, trying to help apprehend this.
Your message to the community: this is 2 days before the shopping season.
It's the worst thing we can imagine right now at this time of the year. Right now, somebody's suffered a loss in their family. It's a horrible time of year for this to happen ever. Especially sad during the holidays. What I will say, our hearts and prayers go out to the folks that had to witness this, to the families of the survivors out there, the young man that lost his life tonight. I would ask this in closing. There's a lot of people here shopping at the mall, which means there's a lot of witnesses that could potentially help us bring this case to a successful resolution. Those people are out there right now with that information. Please come forward. Don't be shy. We need you to call us 369-7000, or you can call Crime Stoppers. Give us that information confidentially and help us get this person off the street quickly.
You mentioned got away undetected. Do you know how? Ran, drove?
Yeah, well, I don't want to go into details about how he fled, but safe to assume that we know for a fact that he fled the mall on foot, and I don't want to say much more about that.
Well, I know obviously you guys have to look for the shooter now, but what does the timeline look as far as for the area around here?
Yeah, so the mall's going to be locked down probably for the next at least 12 hours while we wrap up our investigation. We've got a lot of evidence processing to do. We've got a lot of work to do here at the scene. We would ask anybody out there that might be listening to avoid this whole area, avoid State Road 200, anywhere around the Paddock Mall. Give us time to do our job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to. Well, there you have it. It's like they said it was a young black male who done the shooting. Again, a 40-year-old man is dead. Another one shot in the another person is shot in the leg. I tell you, just the killings. Not even on Christmas, not even on the day before Christmas, did the killings stop. But this was the first mall shooting I think they've had in 2 years. Does that I'm not sure if that was in Florida or not. Let's take a look here and see when it was. This is the first case like this at the mall in more than 2 years. In August 21, 2 people were shot and injured in the parking lot. But I tell you, it's just terrible, y'all. Right before Christmas, man lost his life. I'm not sure if he had a family or not. That's not saying it. Everything's kind of closed-lipped right now about what's going on. But okay, well, going to close for now. Thanks for watching. I appreciate a like, share, and a subscribe. Thank you, and have a good evening.